So like, what does the energy feel like when you're walking into that locker room every day, like on a consistent basis? Let's talk about practice and then game days.
Man, so like, just as soon as I walk into the building, like, I tell some people this, like, it ain't like a. So like one of my teammates, I can't remember who said it, but last year somebody said we play a kids game for a king's ransom, right? So when I walk into the building, like, some people, like, they got them jobs like desk jobs, whether that be whatever it is whatever they doing to provide. Like, some people don't, like, they go in, it's like a drag, you feel me? But like me personally, like bro, I be going in there and I be happy, like, cause like I said, it's a dream. And then like I always personally I've been trying to like shape myself into saying like I'm we get to and not I have to. So like, that's another big thing I put in my head. Like, I get to do this because at the end of the day, like that, like I get to. That's just simple as that. I get to go out there and play football. Like, I get to still be able to do this. Like, when everybody would, like, everybody, there's a lot of people that wish they were out there, but like, for whatever reason it is, they weren't. They're not.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think there's players in college that were really good and then all of a sudden they get to the league and fall off, and why?
I mean, that it happens.
Okay, what do you think it is? Because I've heard things like game speed. I've heard things like, how serious you take the game and how you take your life outside of the game too, right? So like, okay, let me ask you this. What does a pro in the NFL look like?
Man, I mean, I'm going into my second year, so I'm still trying to figure out myself. Like,
okay.
I think like this year, like I definitely figured my last year I figured out a routine. This off season I'm figuring out like another routine for myself, in terms of like taking care of my body and stuff like that. But I want to say like, man, like I don't even know what it is that like makes people fall off. Like, it could be a number of things, just I would say there's a lot of people that play football, like the majority of the dudes that you meet in the locker room, like, a lot of them grew up kind of like we all grew up kind of similar.
Okay.
Whether that be from like growing up not really having much stuff like that. So, sometimes people deal with family stuff, a lot of stuff going on back home. You deal with just like, bro, football is hard, bro. Like, I mentioned like before, like, like being undrafted, like don't nobody care about your feelings and how mad you're going to be because you don't get this opportunity or that opportunity. Like, we all human, so you gonna feel like that sometimes, and sometimes sometimes people have a different way of showing it. Like me personally, like I don't show it because I just know, like, I just put in my head like the cream always gonna rise to the top, bro. Like straight up, that's just, and like I just I got God on my side and I'm a ride, but it could be a number of things, and then in terms of like I want to say like outside of football, doing things outside of football, like I don't even say that, bro. Like, I mean, I feel like if you good at balancing what you doing, like, everything gonna take care of itself. So, like, I still have fun. Yeah. Like, a lot of people probably don't think I do. Right. I'm not really active on my social media. I don't post everything I do. Right. I'm not really too much into that.
Yeah. Bro, and I like that you said that simply because I was listening to a podcast from Jay Shetty, right? I've been tapping into this guy a lot. But one thing that I got from him was it's okay to be on the grind, but you have to be deliberate on having that fun too. Oh yeah. Because it's that fun that'll balance all things out. Because I'm in a phase right now, dog, where I realize like, yeah, you can grind every single day of your life, which is cool, especially if you love it. But there's a lot more to life to that, Yeah. And yeah, man, I think by you saying that and you're literally living the dream, it's like I'm able to take that a little bit more, for credibility simply because like you're in that position,
And we young, bro.
Yeah.
You want to live your life.
Right.
Like, what I'm saying? Like I said, the King's ransom thing, like, bro, like you make a lot of money. Like, you can go have fun sometimes. It's okay. Yeah. Don't be stupid.
Right.
You can go have some fun. Like, you see, like, think like, man, like I think the message before we left OTAs and minicamp was like, we getting ready to come back, like, and it's gonna be like a 6-7 month like stretch straight, like, bro, that's a long time. Yeah, and I just went through it for a whole year, bro. That was a long season.
So what is your mindset throughout the season? Is it the same than when you started the season?
Like in turn, like
as far as like, for example, like because I've heard players say, you know, that extra week can cause a lot of injuries and all that stuff because your body's not used to it and it's already a drag for them. But I'm saying, like, for example, the first 4 games, because I've heard Coach Shanahan, he talks about to look at the game in the season in 4 quarters, right? You got the first 4 games. So do you feel like it was different the first 4 games compared to like the last 4 games?
I want to say in terms of like how your body feels, I think when you get into camp, after you start camp, your body's going to be messed up for the rest of the season. Like, you're going to get them nicks and bruises, and that's going to linger on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just all about managing that at that point. And in terms of, like, how I feel about those, I mean, I came in my rookie year, I you know what I'm saying, my last year, I come in and the rule was set, we having that extra game. Like, so I don't know what anything else feels like besides what I have now. So I don't know about, like, you know what I'm saying, with the people in the league before, how they feel about it. And looking at the game, I mean, in terms of how I felt, man, bro, and then I'm living in New York. It's cold. Right? That shit was a long.
You going
season,
to New England, and then
like,
you're going to Miami. It's like it's so crazy. It's so different weather, right?
You could think of it like that, but obviously your rookie year too. A lot of people don't know, but your rookie year, that's like the longest year. Like you staying in extra, like you got extra meetings. Like they kind of get you like. They try to help. They help you out, really. It's really
a good thing in a way.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's annoying, but they help you out. They really do help you out. You know what I'm saying? And giving you the extra tools, like the extra meeting times. Like, it is annoying, like I said, but it helps. Okay. It does. But I mean, so my year was longer as a rookie. So this year maybe it might go by faster. But, man, last year was a long season, bro. That's a long preseason. Then you got camp, preseason. Like, it was long. So.
Yeah, I bet. So this is really like the break that you like, one of the first breaks you've had in a long time.
Yeah, kind of, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm still working out and training. Like, I'm waking up early. Plus, you know, I'm on the East Coast time when I go out there. So I'm still, like, I'm waking up early as hell every morning just to try to get myself, you know what I'm saying, back
still
on it.
Used to that time zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. So how was that transition being from Cali? Because you were born and raised in Antioch?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Born in Oakland, but raised
born in Oakland, raised in Antioch. Yeah. And Antioch, I mean, I've never been to New York, but I'm pretty sure it's not like Antioch, right?
Nah, not at all, bro. Let's put it this way: the city here is way different from the city there. Way different. The nightlife is way different. Like, and I'm not even talking about like going out and like partying. Like, I'm talking about just the fact people really be up like at like 1 a.m. walking their dog, 3 a.m. walking their dog. Like, yeah, bro, it's like that. I swear, I'm not exaggerating. It's like that.
Yeah,
bro.
that's crazy.
It's like that.
So they just never sleep. Like, it's just,
bro. Yes, I didn't even think it was like, you know, being from like, you feel me, being from Cali, the West Coast. You hear all them sayings like, "Oh, the city that never sleeps," this and that. Like, I ain't never believe it. It was like that. It is. But like
you
that.
Walking your dog at 3 a.m. Like you living a little different.
It is like that. I've seen it. It's like that.
Yeah. I mean, and speaking from the Bay, bro, one of the biggest, or two of the biggest, you know, coaches down here left us, man. They went to New York Jets, and I'm talking about Saleh and LaFleur. You know, obviously you play against LaFleur's offense at practice, but talk to me about Saleh, man, because the reason why a lot of people were sad that he left was simply because of who he is as a fucking person, bro. He's a great human being. You know, he works his ass off, super humble. Basically meets all those checks, bro. He's a minority. Like, you love to see that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, yeah, talk to me about Robert Saleh, like the role he's played in your career and just in general, like within the Jets.
Man, so like you said, man, he's a great person. Man, I can't even speak much like, there's not enough words to say besides, like, he's a great person, defensive minded coach, you know what I'm saying? And as a player, you like, it's cool to have a head coach that's on our side, you know what I'm saying? Right. He talks to the guy, he talks to everybody. And I mean, this is the only coach I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? This is my second year, but bro, like, he's done some, he's generous, bro. He's nice. Like I want to say, like, so, man, I don't want to talk too much about our practice and schedule, how it went, but like, the season is a grind. That's one thing. Like, but OTAs and stuff, like, you know, they say you don't make the team in OTAs and stuff like that, because it's, you know, it's just really like, you know, it's OTAs. I mean, you know, myself, I don't treat it like that, but like, that's what people say. You know, so we get a little bit, you know, the schedule is definitely more lenient. Like, we get done, like, you probably done by like 2 as camp. Like, when we start training camp, like, we're gonna be done probably like 5. So like OTAs and stuff, bro, he was just super generous, bro, with our time, bro. Like, cool dude, solid dude for sure. And then like obviously like, you know what I'm saying, it was just I'm thankful that, you know, I got my opportunity with them, you know, and he's, you know, he's a reason for that too. So it's pretty cool. For sure.
And then talk to me about playing against Zach Wilson, bro, because you're going against this man pretty much every day at practice, right? What is that like?
So I think I said it earlier, but like, bro, like the one thing I love about our team, bro, like we all young, bro, like so we all do the same stuff, like we all talk about the same stuff, you know, somewhat, you know, we all talk about the same stuff,
right?
And I mean, Zach, man, like so, like. Yeah, I mean, in college, you know, I was, you know, obviously I watched the dude play, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen highlights, so I was a fan, you know what I'm saying? And, like, just being able to play against him is pretty cool. Like, you know, he's young, I'm young. Like, we all learn off each other. Like, it's almost like, you know, we all going to grow, like, together, but it's gonna be different, you know, different paces. You know, got dudes that's gonna play differently, like play a certain amount. You know, some dudes that's not gonna play as much, but we're growing together. Yeah, our rookie class, like we're growing together. Same with some of the dudes that came before, like they're 1 year older than us, 1 year in, and we were our first year. Like we all growing together.
Yeah. Who are you most excited on the defense that no one really knows about? I mean, obviously yourself, but outside of yourself. Like, who's someone who's, like, under the radar? If you could give us a name. Give us a name.
Under the radar.
Because I know you guys just got Sauce. And, I mean, he's obviously not under the radar. My guy was a top in the – but on the defense, I mean, for example, Solomon Thomas, this is his third team, right? He's been with the Niners. He's been with the Raiders. Bro, players like that, you put them in the right system back with Solid, like, you never know what can happen out of that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. But man, I'm not gonna lie. So my boy Jason Pinnock, man. So,
okay.
So his story is it's interesting. So like, they drafted him to play corner. They moved him to safety during the regular season. They moved him to safety.
Okay.
And I mean, the games he got in, bro, he balled in them games he got in. He played pretty good. And then, you know, this off season, like OTAs and stuff, bro, like I seen something like different. Like, I mean, it's probably nothing new. It was just, you know, you always got that hidden gem. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had them, you know what I'm saying? He's in the NFL for a reason. He has the skills he has, but seeing them come to life where he actually was able to take more reps in a practice setting, in a learning environment, like, bro, I'm excited to see what he does, man. And then our D-line, bro, like we got some dog. Like, like last year, like the roster was just it was different. I mean, if I'm being honest, there wasn't like a lot of competition everywhere.
Yeah.
You look around the team now, bro. Like, bro, it's alphas in like every room. Like every room got like some dogs in it. But that D line, bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. We got some dudes in that D line.
So how are you taking that? You're seeing all these dogs in one room. What is your mindset going in there?
Oh, bro, like the D line, if they gonna. Man, we paid them dudes. Like, they going to get to that quarterback. It's going to make it easier on us, the DBs, the back end. We going to get money because, you know what I'm saying, they going to help us. It's like we all going to work together. We going to cover good. They going to get sacks. They going to rush the passer. They going to throw us picks. So, like, it's like a working project for us. So,
yeah, for sure. And I think you guys do need that line, man, because it's like the way the NFL is shaped right now, bro, it's like these quarterbacks are super mobile. You know, and you guys are playing against like Tua. You guys are playing against. I mean, Mac Jones. You know, maybe he's not that mobile, but man, the Patriots always had good running backs too. You know, and speaking of running backs, Derrick Henry, bro, you played against him. I think we've all seen the stiff arms. We've all seen that shit on Instagram, bro. Tell us what it's like to play against this man.
Man, that's probably might be like one of the biggest running backs I've seen, for sure. Powerful, of course. I mean, it's not really. You see how big he is. You can tell. I mean,
bro. All right, let me ask you this: like, is there a certain intimidation or no?
Nah, it ain't none of that.
Okay.
Because I look at it like this, man. Like, I'm in the NFL. He in the NFL too.
Right.
Obviously, his resume is, you know. I mean, you know,
it is what it is. Right.
It's good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm here too.
Right.
So,
okay.
I mean, he's.
He's a dog.
Henry, no, he's a dog. I don't even know what else to say, bro. It's Derrick Henry. He's good, no, bro. Like, he ain't no slouch. Like, he's straight.
Yeah. And I'm only asking these questions, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had him on fantasy, bro. So he was going stupid. So I was like really watching the entire season, you know. So I'm like, yo, I could just imagine, like, you got guys like Josh Norman, respectfully, you know, who's a great NFL player, making him look like he's in Pee Wee, you know?
But see, that's the thing. It's the league, bro. It's somebody that's doing that to somebody every week.
Okay. And how do you not take that personal? What do they say? Like, what type of advice do they give you to not take that personal?
Well, like as a coach, like what they tell you after, like if something embarrassing happens.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, like, so I want to say, like, man, like, you get like you have perfect coverage and you get a ball caught on you, like, the coach gonna come to you, you know what I'm saying, and just be like, that was a hell of a catch. They get paid too, straight up.
Okay.
They get paid too, just like you. So you're here for a reason, so are they. Okay. They got here, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? It's the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Next play.
And then after the game, you shake hands with people. Like, it's just what it is. So and next play for sure. Next play mentality for sure.
Yeah. And how important do you think that is? Just in general, I think in life, bro, to have that next play mentality, because, you know, like, I don't want to get too much into life, but man, it's important, dog, because a lot of, you know, I'm sure a lot of what we talk about here is mental health. It's like, you know, it's just like being the best version of you possible, right? And I think that's major when it comes to, like, you know, for example, this, like, what is it gonna take for this podcast to get to the no jumper? And I really just believe it's a mindset, dog. I think if the right people come over here, work on it, you know, it can get there. So talk to me about, like, mindset, like, as far as what you've experienced in life. Like, for example, you grew up in Antioch. How was that growing up in Antioch?
I mean, you know, you always gonna have, like, distractions, you know, people trying to ask you to do things, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, and it's in just the type of world that we live in. I want to just say, like, the generation, honestly. I mean, it's easy to fall under peer pressure and want to do things that you see other people doing. You see the older kids doing. You know what I'm saying? You see them, like, and just me personally, like, I didn't grow up, like, I don't come from money, so, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing kids, you know, doing other things outside of school, extracurriculars, you know what I'm talking about, like, you feel me, selling weed or something. Yeah. And they come to school with the, you know what I'm saying, with fresh pair of shoes, and I'm like, damn, like,
I want that too.
I want to get some of that too.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, bro, like, I just, like, I want to say, like, my sophomore year of high school, after that season for me is, like, when I kind of started to really know, like, you know, coaches started to approach me differently. Like, my coaches approaching me differently, talking to me differently about how good I am and what I can do with this football. And from that point on, like, bro, I just knew, like, there was a bigger end goal than for me. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? The mindset, is huge, bro. And then, I mean, the tongue, that's the most important. Like, that's the biggest part of the body, bro. Like, you speak things to existence, bro. Like, somehow, some way, it's going to happen. And I mean, I'm a religious person, bro. Like, God hear you. He know what you thinking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then your part is just to do it for, like, you know what I'm saying? Do it for him. Like, and everything gonna take care of itself, bro. Yeah. Everything gonna take care of itself. Like, for me, I want to say, like, this is, I don't know if this is on the same topic, but like, I feel like I realize, like football, like, it's easy for people to lose, like, football players or athletes in general. It's easy for people to lose themselves. Like, you talk about mental health. It's easy for people to lose themselves and, like, not really know their purpose, or, like, you know, they just think that they're just football. Like, and for me, I feel like I'm, like, starting to recognize, like I feel like I have, like, you know what I'm saying, like, in the locker room and stuff, like, like, people know me, like, I be having stories. Okay. Like, I tell, you know what I'm saying? I have stories to tell. But they ain't, like, they be real stories. Okay, though. Like, okay. These be true stories, like, and they be good. They be good stories. And like, so I started to realize, like, one thing about me, like, bro, I feel like I might just be a people person. And I never, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't really, like, I kind of got a little shy side, but I mean, like,
nah, after, bro, I can tell you got people. After, like, once you break that shell a little bit, after like being in that locker room for a year, like, and then one of my teammates told me about myself, and I was like, damn, I am always talking about some shit. Like, I had to catch myself. I'm like, so I might just be like, so I realized, like, my purpose is just bigger for football. I feel like my thing is just, you know, trying to bring, like, just bring a different type of energy to, like, to the, you know, to people, not just the locker rooms, like any type of space. The world, like, where you bro, go to trying to talk to somebody, like, just, so, because, like, you know, like I said, bro, football is way too hard. Life is too hard, bro, in general. Yeah, so, like, ain't no reason for people to be like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to say ain't no reason, but, you know, people going to be down, but, like, you know what I'm saying? I try to, like, you know, I like to make people laugh, bro. That's my big thing. I'm goofy. Like, I like to fuck around and shit. But, like, nah, bro, I just think you're just aware, bro. I really think it's just awareness. Simply because, like you said, a lot of people aren't 100% happy with their life, and whether that be, like you said, man, the karma that they got, the decisions, whatever it is, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, we don't know if we're gonna be here tomorrow, first of all, and second, it's like, yo, like the thing is, when someone judges someone else, it's like you have all this baggage too. So it's like, worry about that before you judge someone else. Right. That's why I don't judge anyone, dog. Yeah. Like, you know, because it's like, I got all this stuff I got to worry about. I ain't got time to worry about your stuff.
Exactly. That's another thing. I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to do. I'm going to sit up and worry about yours.
Right.
But yeah, that judgmental stuff too. Yeah. Bro. Bro. I just don't, like, there's a lot of things that I don't believe. Like, I don't think you're going to catch a blessing by over here dissing another person because what they doing. Like, That's what they decide to do. That let them rock. Like, I have a homeboy, bro. Like, one of my like close friends, bro. Like, over the years, me and him have fell out for like a while, like a minute, like a year or two, just because I didn't really like I just started to realize some things, you know, about him, and he was just like really judgmental. And like when I finally ended up connecting with him again, I told him like, bro, like one thing that you got to realize is like, everybody's not about to be a football player. So like at times he would just judge people, you know, off decisions that they making, and it's like, bro, like they're not gonna make the same decisions you making because you want to go to college and play football because you want to go to the league. Like some people don't got that out, so like they gonna do different things. Like you know what I'm saying, I got homeboys that do different shit. Right. That used to play football. Yeah. Everybody got their own thing, bro. Like, they gon', you know what I'm saying, that everybody don't got that out. So, like, I had to explain to him, like, bro, like, everybody ain't gonna be a football player. It's like, shit, everybody don't, like, you know what I'm saying, everybody ain't gonna have their own podcast. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, just stuff like that, bro. I just always keep that stuff in mind. Like, I'm just big on, like, bro, like, man, because I do believe in karma and stuff. Bro,
yes. No, I do too.
I be trying not to talk bad about nobody. Yeah. As soon as you open up your mouth bad about somebody coming, something gonna come get you. Like,
no, real shit.
I be trying, you know what I'm saying? I just try to stay positive, like, just personally, like, bro, like, honestly, like, I'm probably like, I'm like never bothered by shit, bro. Like, for one, I'm blessed, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I play football. Like, that's all I want to do, like, my whole life. Like, shit, at times I'd be like, shit, what's next? Like, every day, bro. Like, and I was just telling my mom, bro, like, I sit up and I think about my future, like, every day. Like, sometimes I might just be watching TV, and then out of nowhere, I just start thinking about, damn, how I'm finna get this next. Like, how I'm finna get this.
Okay, what is your next goal? Like, what did you come up with?
Bro, I want to get, so, like, this next off season, I want to get a house. Okay. I want to finally get a house.
Out here?
Probably in Arizona.
In Arizona, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I lived out there for a little bit when I was little. Okay. And then, shit, man, the biggest one, though, is just, I want that second contract, bro. Somehow, like, I want to be a starter in the NFL, bro. Yeah. And that shit gonna happen, bro. Okay. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all heard it here, man.
Yeah, that shit gonna happen, bro.
What makes you so confident? Because I like, you hear like Kobe Bryant, you hear these guys, they're super confident. What brings that confidence out of you?
Man, I mean, just, things that coaches have told me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my development as an undrafted player. Okay. Versus like me seeing another like rookie that was drafted. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that he did that. And I'm like, I'm undrafted, and I did some of the things that he's doing. Like, and just for anybody that's watching this shit, man, like, that undrafted shit, bro. Drafted, undrafted, like I said, you ain't gonna be treated the same, but bro, that shit does not matter, bro. You gonna go get it out the mud, bro. Like, and everything will fall into place. Like, I'm still in my second year, so I'm still trying to make stuff fall into place. But I made the team. That's one thing that fell in place for me. So like, shit just makes me confident, bro. Like, just like I said, bro, the tongue, like, bro, I speak that shit into existence, and it happens. Like I said, after I signed my contract, like on draft day, after I talked to the Jets and everything, like, bro, instantly I was like I'm about to go make this team. Yeah, straight up. It was nothing like I didn't care about like no damn. So, like, I mean, like, honestly, like, straight up, like, I mean, so
you were on a mission, like,
I didn't give a damn about no damn signing bonus, like. I mean, like, because that signing bonus, it wasn't no life-changing money. Like, right. I mean, I'll be lying if I said it would have been like you getting a meal. Shit, I would be like, shit. That's a little different. I probably would have been thinking about that dough, but nah, I mean, I was on some, like, man, I'm about to go make this team.
I think, and you knew, like, all you needed to do was just get your foot in the door.
Bro,
like,
bro,
Because really, like that's really what it is, right? Because at that point, it's 90 men, right? It's 90 men roster, and it gets cut down, but everyone kind of had. I mean,
and not all 53 dress. That is what people do not know.
Yeah, like what, 10 of them are like not
10,
or like
some,
7.
I don't even know the exact number.
Okay.
Not all 53 dress.
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah,
like you no.
It got it.
Do not work like that.
So what do you think like it takes to be able to be that guy, to dress up on an NFL game day, like when it comes to how, you know, not even just your football IQ, bro, like what do you got to be, you know, I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro, consistency, bro.
Okay.
And practice, like I mean, like man, like I got to rephrase what I said. I said being undrafted and stuff does not matter. Okay. It don't matter in terms like it don't matter how you got there. It's matter what you do when you get there. But being undrafted, bro, it is very different, bro. I mean, I want to say like drafted players even could see the shit.
Okay,
bro, they could see. They see and they be like, this is how it goes. It's the game. And like I said, you can't get in your feelings, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, that front office, they got a job,
right?
Just like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing too, you get in your feelings. Shit, they could see you getting in your feelings. It's just not a good look. It's unprofessional. So I mean, when it comes to that, bro, consistency, straight up, that's just like the number one thing. Like for me, like the coaches, they might say like, okay, you don't make the team at OTAs. Well, shit, I'm gonna go make this team at OTAs. Right. I don't know what you talking about, but them reps that I'm getting at OTAs, I'm gonna go act like those are, like those are reps, bro. Yeah. Like that I might not be getting necessarily when we get to training camp because I'm undrafted. Like it's just the way it works. It's just what it is. Like it ain't no hard feelings at all. Like it's just what it is.
It's business.
Exactly. And then like just, you know, my mindset through things. I'm just talking from my personal, from how I take things. Like, so like, you know, the coach might say like we did a little different things this offseason with our OTA, our little practice schedule. You know, we had something, you know, some coaches might say you're not getting evaluated on this and not, you know, and this ain't even just like my coaching staff. I've heard from around the league how things are ran on different teams. Like you might not get evaluated in certain things, certain this and that. If the shit is being recorded, bro, that shit is being watched, period. Straight up. That's just for anybody that wants some game, bro. I'm only in my, you know, this is my second year. Yeah. But like I had some of them games, I was inactive and stuff, bro. So like I got to sit up and watch. And I'm a real observant person. Okay. And like, and I'm undrafted, like I said, like, so there's a lot of, you grow up fast when you get to this next level, bro. Like you start to see things like, if it's being recorded, bro, it's being watched. I don't care what they talking about. It's not. I'm gonna make sure like it might not be a full like a walkthrough, all that. It might not even be full speed, but I'm gonna make sure that my fit is in place because they're watching. It's a job. Every day is an interview, bro. Yeah. Every day.
So how do you live with that pressure though? Because it sounds like almost every day, like you said, your spot can get taken any day. How do you handle that pressure? What do you think is the main thing?
I think you just like, for as long as I've been playing football, bro, I've been playing since I was 7.
Okay.
You just grow accustomed to that shit, bro. Okay. Like, I don't even know. Like, I always ask myself, like, I be thinking about that shit too. Like, damn, how the hell am I able to just deal with, like, the fact that, like, I'm undrafted? Like, and not even now I'm just drafted. Drafted players go through it too. So, like,
right, yeah, for sure.
Like, somebody is, they looking to replace you all the time.
Yep,
I mean,
cheaper, younger, faster.
Bro, all the time. So it's like, I mean, and at the same time, you don't think about it, you know, like, like as a football player, like, you know what I'm saying? You in the NFL, like you got here because you confident in yourself. Like you're not going to go out there and think like, if I mess up on this play, they going to get another corner. Like, because if you thinking like that, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The tongue. Yeah. Like I said, you speaking that, it's going to happen. Yeah. So, I mean, growing accustomed to it too, bro. Like I just grew accustomed to like, just that's how football is, bro. Yeah. Like that's how a depth chart works. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's up to it, you know, you control things that you can control, bro. Straight. That's just, I can put in, if I can put it any simpler than that's what it is. Yeah. Control what you can control.
For sure. Because like you said, I think the biggest thing though, bro, is you were able to recognize what position you were in before you got there, you know, meaning like you knew you were that undrafted free agent from that injury you had at Oregon State, right? I mean, or did you have an injury? Or
it wasn't an injury. It was some other stuff that went
politics.
Down. Yeah, bro. Some other stuff that went down. The players there, they know.
They know. Yeah, and I think honestly, bro, let me ask you this: how much does that matter? How much does that matter for your boys, for your dogs who are behind you to know what's actually going on compared to like the other stuff?
Like, what are you asking? Like, how did they know? Like,
right? Because you're saying
like watching how I got treated for like
right, because or like the real story, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that camaraderie, bro. Because one thing within Kyle Shanahan that I really appreciate from him is when he was in Atlanta at the Niners, he really preaches like brotherhood and like camaraderie, you know. And how important is that to a solid team? You think? Very
important, bro. Like I mentioned, like we're all young on the Jets, like so we all hang out with each other, we all do the same things. I think that's very important, bro. Like, cause you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure you've heard this before. Once you start like diving into like another man's story and understanding what he's done, like what he's gone through to get to where he's at, you know, and just other things, not even just talking about like getting to the NFL, just things he might be dealing with at home or dealing with that morning that you see him, like, or whether that be like not even him dealing with anything negative, just talking to the person. Understanding what kind of dude they are, like you start to realize that, you start to actually dive into the man, like the person. You become closer, and then you look across the field, like okay, or you in your head before the play, like man, I can't let down my brothers. Like, so
wow, yeah,
bro.
And that's the thing about sports, bro. I think in general is you're able to witness things like that, right? You're able to witness like, man, this guy next to me, he's giving his heart out for this team. I gotta do the same, right? And I was just talking to somebody because he went to Pittsburgh, and he read this book When the Game Stands Tall, De La Salle, I think that's what it's called. And he was talking about how they had a winning team, bro. De La Salle had a winning team for years. Like I'm talking about like 10 years. And I was like, why? He was like, honestly, the number one reason, it might sound ironic, is they didn't even focus on winning. They focused particularly on every single play, like giving everything they had. Like that was the main focus. Like he was like, winning wasn't even a thing. It was just controlling what you can control, right? And really just doing the now, bro. Because I think, you know, when you're chasing something, I think that end goal can sometimes fuck you off. Like, you know, and I don't like to use, you know, profanity, but it can really like mess you up because, you know, you start giving yourself ideas and all that other stuff. Yeah. So how do you take it to a week-to-week basis, bro? How do you say, you know what, this week I'm only here, and whatever happens this week happens, and I'm gonna focus here? What do you tell yourself?
Shoot, on a week-to-week basis, man, it's just so the number one biggest thing, man, is control what you can control. Okay. And then I mean, I'm going out there like, you know, whether that be practice, you know, because you're gonna start practice before the games and everything. So I'm just gonna practice my ass off. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing that's gonna be like. One thing that I owe, like that the coaches, like when they breaking down the tape, the one thing they're not gonna be able to say is that he's not hustling. He has no effort. Like they're not gonna be able to say it about me. Like, so just make sure my effort's right. And like I said, man, you take care of those things, you ace those things, brother. Control what you can control. Just having a positive mindset. Okay. Can't be getting in your feelings like that shit, man. I just came in.
Let's talk about that, bro. Feelings, because that's the thing. A lot of men don't talk about that because it is what it is. Yeah, bro. You know, so somebody who's in the NFL has feelings. Whoa, I didn't know that. You know, but how do you deal with that,
bro? I mean, I had some people I was talking to. You know, my pastor, I talked to him. My mom, I talk to her all the time. But you know, even sometimes, you know, because. Just honestly, like as a man, sometimes you don't be wanting to, you know, call your mama and tell her about your business. Shit, but bro. Like, and you know, sometimes you don't want to talk to anybody. You just want to hold it in. But like, I mean, bro, like, it's hard, bro. It's hard, but you just gotta fight the urge, bro, because it's just like a regular job. Like, bro, you ain't about to go in there and mope around in front of your coworkers and your boss for them to see you acting like that. They don't like that. Like, it's just unprofessional. So you just gotta. My biggest thing, bro, is I always remember the bigger goal, bro. Like, you always got to remember why you started doing it. Like, always remember that before you make any rational decision, before you feel me, you might want to flash out on somebody. You always got to just remember, like, what you really started doing it for, regardless of what you do in life, straight up. And then, and the feelings, man, it's hard for sure. For sure. It's hard, especially as a man. And it's crazy that you feel me, that we got to say that, but it's just the truth. Like,
it is the truth, bro.
What it is.
It really is the truth, because it's like, I think it's for one, it's generational, right? Like, as soon as we come out the womb as a man or as a boy in that time, it's like you already have certain expectations, you know, like you got to take care of your wife and do all these things, you know, and I'm not saying a woman doesn't, but I'm saying, like, especially as a man, like you you're expected to do it with no problemo.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
That, as soon as you come out the womb, that's what you growing up to be a provider. Like,
a provider, exactly,
up.
a provider. And the thing is, like, I seen this clip on Instagram, but I don't know if you've seen it with Kevin Gates. When I seen it, it literally hit my chest. And he was talking about when you're a provider, you kind of tie yourself and your worth to what you do for the people around you. So if you're not right here and now you can't perform the way you know you can, now you're going to get frustrated within yourself because now you're like, damn, this is how much I'm worth because this is how much I can produce. So now you start acting out that way. And now you on edge. Now you mad, all this stuff, bro. And it's just a bunch of pressure. And if you don't take care of that shit, bro.
Yo, yeah, for sure. Because I'm definitely like I'm a perfectionist. Like I like to be a perfectionist, bro.
Yeah.
So like, and I know how like my skill set. I know how good I am. Like I know the way I move and everything.
Right.
So when I mess up on something or like a ball get caught on me, and sometimes it's it's next play mentality. But sometimes you be thinking about that. You be like, damn, how he catch that damn ball? Like,
for sure. Yeah.
So it's definitely like that. And then you start thinking too much, but then you got to hurry up and snap yourself out of that. It just takes the mind, bro. You just got to have a strong mind, bro. It's not easy. It's not easy.
It's really not. It's really not. Hold on. I'm about to fix the angle a little bit so that I'm like in it too. All right. You know what? Nah, I'm going to just leave it on you. I'm going to just leave it on you and then I'll just edit it out. But yeah, no. It's really just on the mind, bro. And I think that's why it's super important to meditate, dog. Like, or just not even meditate. Because I think when people hear the word meditation, it's all of a sudden like a man, let me cross my legs, like turn into a Buddha. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's really not. It's the ability to like just be calm, bro. Mm-hmm. Be calm. Seriously, because I could just imagine the lifestyle you're living. You're living in fucking New York. Practice almost every day. These games are crazy, you know? So what do you do to like keep quiet? What do you do to like make sure that you're tapping into the Isaiah?
Man. Straight up, man, you like turn off, like I just turn everything off.
Okay.
I turn the TV off.
Yeah,
turn the light off, like, and it's usually like before I go to bed. That's when I do it, bro. Or if I'm like, or if I'm in the shower.
Yeah.
Simple stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mentioned, like I told you, I'm religious, bro. So like, I pray.
Yeah.
That's the time. But like, but if I want to just be quiet and just let the mind think without verbally saying things. Bro, it's just before I go to bed, I just lay up and I just look at the ceiling, bro, and let's think about stuff, think about, just thinking about stuff. And it ain't, and my thoughts ain't like I said, bro, I'm like it's rare for me to be bothered about something, bro. So I'm always like in a positive mindset, like always, bro. Like,
why? Like, why is it so hard for you to be mad at something?
Bro, because like a lot of things don't fucking matter. Like, like, and that's what some people like, bro. And it's in the generation that we live in, bro. Like I'm a little different, like in terms of like, bro, I'm not big on social media, but it's the way I grew up,
right?
Like what I was in my household, the way I was raised, like so. But bro, like I'm like, it's hard to explain, bro. Like sometimes I ask myself, how the hell did I get like that? Like, and like just straight up like that. A lot of shit don't matter that people think matters. Like,
yeah.
Like, so
no, I'm hearing you.
Straight up, like, so what if like somebody don't like you, bro? Like, okay.
Yeah.
What's that like? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, and then on top of that, bro, like I'm not done doing things, but like I kind of feel like I am living a dream right now, bro, and like I don't want to jeopardize that in any way by any negative thoughts or any of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make this shit last until I can't play no more.
Right.
Like, straight up.
So it's just like protecting that energy, because honestly,
bro, you have to. That shit. That is a big reason why, bro. That's a big reason why people be in their feelings. It's just bad energy around you. Straight up. I don't like. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I don't have time for none of that bad energy. Like,
yeah,
man.
No, I'm hearing you, bro. I'm hearing you. And that one thing that I realized too, bro. I'm telling you, like, you're 22, right?
23.
23. You just turned 23 in January.
January. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I think we're probably in that phase right now where we're able to realize, like, yo, there's a lot of people out there that just want your energy, right? Like I said, bro, you're an NFL athlete. Like, I'm sure, like how the way you carry yourself is a certain way, like all these things, right? So people are going to look at that and they might be like, damn, like I might want that, And I think it's super anal to protect that and realize, because I think for me and a lot of people, it's hard to give yourself credit. I mean, you were saying earlier, you know, it's harder to give yourself credit, but I think and what I learned was there's a difference between giving yourself credit and really acknowledging something and realizing like, yo, no, this is special. I gotta keep this energy. I gotta keep myself on this certain vibration, and I can't let nobody mess that up, because that vibration, that feeling, like that shit's special. Not everyone. And that's the thing is, bro, tell me if I'm right or wrong. You had to work. It's crazy because like you almost had to work for this feeling. Yeah,
you had to train yourself, bro. It really, that's real. Like you gotta train your mind to think certain things, bro. To think a certain way. Yeah. Like I ain't the perfect person, bro. Right. But one thing I promise you I don't do, like I do not be worried about like other people. Like I don't be worried about other people. Like, bro, I'm happy. Like I'm happy like all the time, bro. Like bro, anybody that know me, like bro, like I can't sit here and tell you there's like probably not one teammate that I have ever had that does not like Isaiah Dunn, bro. Like I'm just always like I'm cooling, bro. Like we boys, like
I can tell, bro.
But like I mean, I definitely had it, because everything comes. Like I feel like the way you think, the way your mind forms itself over years as you grow, bro, it comes from experiences. Right. So I've had experiences like in high school, like you asked me about like if there was people that like, you know what I'm saying, that like was hating and stuff like that. Like when I ended up finding out like the people that was, like that shit made me mad. Like but see, bro, I got like, you know, I got a different way of dealing with things. Like my thing is, okay, if you mad at that, like I'm gonna try to piss you off even more by just doing even better. Like I'm gonna try to piss you off more. Yeah. Cause I don't know.
Like you mad at that? Hold on, bro. Hold on. Wait till I make it to the
I do this. Yeah. Like wait till I do this. You mad at that? Oh, okay. That's just how I think about shit, bro. Like
for sure.
Stun on them straight up.
You have to, bro. You really have to. You know, maybe not be like, you know, man, I'm about to go, you know, get this trophy and then rub it all over your face. But like it's right. But I think it's a sense of like, actually knowing why they're hating, you know, and it's like I think because bro, it's crazy. Have you ever heard of the crabs in a bucket mentality? Okay, so if you literally were to put crabs in a bucket, what happens is that at least one of them will try to get out, but the rest of them will pull it down, bro. And if it tries to get out again, it will literally grab its claw, rip it off, and now nobody can get out. Now they all gonna get eat, bro. And it's just because it's not crazy. Right, and it's not because those crabs want to get out. It's because they don't want the other crab to get out. Yeah. And I feel like people almost have that mentality, you know, of like they see somebody else winning and they think that, you know, they're only winning because of that reason. I don't know, man.
Yeah, and what keeps me going, bro, like I don't ever I'm never like satisfied. You said something about like how like I don't like people don't give themselves enough credit. Like it's hard to talk about like because 90% of the time, bro, like after I've done something, like okay, you think about it a little bit, but like for me, this is just me personally, like bro, like my mind is already on the next thing that I'm trying to do. Like okay, I'm in the NFL, but like how do I make sure that I stay? Like that's where my mindset is at, bro. Like I don't always just live in the now. And some people think it's a bad thing. Like some people think, you know, you thinking too much into the future is bad, but bro, like I don't know, bro. That's just how I get down, bro. And shit, it's worked out so far for me. I've done this shit since I was in high school, bro. I just think about what's to come. But I also do think about the now. So it's just a balance.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say, bro. It's that balance, because I think, you know, I've definitely had situations in my life where I'm focusing too much on the future. So then I literally like, it's like, imagine you running, bro, you just looking up. Like, you just looking up, you looking at the goal. Like, you gonna hit shit. You know what I'm saying? You probably gonna trip on your shoelace. I don't know. Yeah. And that's really what I be doing, dog. Or what I was doing for a really long time. And that's why I bring up the meditation. That's why I bring up the acknowledging those feelings, because it's like, bro, if you don't take care of those things, man, it's gonna eat you alive. It's gonna eat you alive. It's gonna eat you alive, dog. It really is. And I think that's what I'm saying. I think we don't talk about it enough, because I don't know, man. I think when it comes to help and resources, I think just in general, the way we see it is not the way it should, you know? Because, like, for example, we hear tutoring, bro. Tell me not in high school, you go to tutoring, oh, you this, you that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what? I'm trying to go there to get better.
I feel that, boy.
Right.
And then for sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dog. Yeah. And then, you know, you hear the words EBT, you hear, you know, all these government assistance, and people automatically start throwing all these, you know, prejudices on you. You know what I'm saying?
Or they start looking down on you.
Right.
Like, or somebody like, man, bro, I can't even tell. I know somebody very close to me, somebody like, you know what I'm saying, somebody offer to like trying to put them on game, tell you like, oh, so and so is doing so and so is over there accepting Social Security or EBT, and I witnessed the person be like, why you gotta tell my business? Why you gotta, like, bro, it ain't even all that.
Right. It's really not that serious.
Not all that.
Yeah.
But, and don't get me wrong though. Like, see, I'm good at also. I like to put myself in another person's shoes. Like, I'm good at doing that.
Yeah.
So I could see why the person get frustrated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because bro, like I'm young still, bro. So sometimes, like, bro, like, I said, I am far from perfect, bro. Like, I be tripping sometimes. But then I take a step back and I be like, damn, like I was tripping.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you, but but that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like all these like negative connotations towards like the word EBT, and it's like, nah, dog, you gotta, like, it comes back to the judgmental, bro. I'm gonna keep preaching that. It's like, stop judging someone else simply because you don't know what's going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one, bro, because you're not gonna sit here and tell me that no one's gonna wake up every day and be like, yeah, I want all these shitty things to happen to me. It just happens. It might happen because you made that decision and you didn't know, but but still, like, when you're in that moment, bro, it's just like when you hit rock bottom, you start feeling for other people.
Yep. And it ain't too late either. When
you
hit some shit, it's not too late, bro.
Right. It's never too late. Yeah, for sure, dog. It's never too late. Right. And it's crazy because like I said, right now within the podcast, bro, I'm trying to do movements. Like I'm trying to do it bigger than me, right? Like I'm always big on servant leadership. Like I'm always constantly thinking, like, how can I make this bigger than me? And right now, like I said, the reason why I'm bringing up mental health a lot is because it's really not something that's talked about enough. Like, I go on Instagram, bro, and I see that somebody just killed somebody at Subway in Atlanta for a sandwich.
Bro, I was just talking to my boy about that.
Bro,
it's crazy, bro.
Right? And it's like, bro, what? Like, imagine what that person got to be going through to kill somebody over a sandwich.
That shit crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's my whole point. It's like, bro, shit like that can be avoided. And you said it earlier. It's like, just talk to somebody.
Yeah, bro. That shit is real. Like, and bro, I promise you, there's people out there like to talk to.
Yeah.
And like me personally, like, you know what I'm saying, the team, like somebody offered me to talk to like the team psychologist.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I wasn't feeling that shit, bro. I wasn't feeling that shit just because, like, I'm not about to talk to somebody that's in my workplace like that shit.
No, that makes sense too, though.
So I mean, I didn't go through with it, but
right.
But just put it this way, like the fact that I like to talk so much, and I can be an open book,
right?
Like, there is somebody somewhere that is just like a person like me, like a person that just wants to hear, like, hear you out,
right?
Like, you could talk to somebody,
right?
They out there, and it's hard to find because people got it's hard to trust, bro. But and people are shady. People throw shit in your face and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
you just gotta know. And I think that, like you said, man, like I understand your situation 100% because, like, yeah, it's the workplace, but. Yeah, me personally, bro, I'm really trying to, and I know that camera's dead, bro, so I'm not gonna have a good angle. But, bro, I know I've been trying to, like, get a good reel on this because I can't preach enough how important, like, therapy is. Because my boy C. Lee, man, like, he's a big influencer, entrepreneur. Doesn't work a 9 to 5. He's a successful dude, like, in my eyes. He's happy, makes money, bro. That's success to me. And he talks about therapy, right? And I think the number one thing about therapy that people kind of like, have that misconception is, oh yeah, you go there and just talk about your feelings, which is cool, yes, but they'll literally give you terms, bro. They'll tell you what's going on when you're feeling certain shit. Like, there's chemicals in the back of your mind, bro, that whenever we get mad, they'll go to the front of your head, and then it makes you react a certain way, And it's like knowing these things, I think, telling people now you feel like, damn, I'm not crazy for getting mad. Like, this is something that actually goes on in my body. You know what I'm saying? And then you give people tools to, like, fucking deal with it. And then boom, bro, like, we can have a better world.
I had talked to a therapist, and I personally feel like it's good to get mad. I feel like you don't learn things about yourself unless you have experiences, bro. Like, it's good to get mad. Like, if you, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I said I'll be unbothered, but, bro, like, I be getting pissed off about some shit. Like, it happens. Like, but you learn from it. That's how I figured out myself and how to form my type of mindset. And I still get mad about stuff.
Right.
It all you get better just by going through shit, bro. Like, it's just what it is.
For sure. And I think, like you said, man, I've been preaching about this. Like, it's not the actual emotion, because this is what I learned. I learned that anger is a secondary emotion. So before you feel anger, you feel some type of sadness, you feel some type of frustration. And as a man, dog, it's not easy to show those emotions. Like, you're supposed to be that alpha. You're not supposed to look sad. You're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to do all these things. So then there's like that conflict within yourself,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, bro, having conversations between people like us, bro, who are pushing things out, I think it's important. So, like, you never know who can hear this and be like, yo, bro, like, I just talked to my big brother, and then my life just changed, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, because have you maybe known anyone who's, like, struggled with mental illness, or maybe yourself, like, in the sense, you know, because, for example, trauma, bro, growing up in Antioch, I'm sure it wasn't all dandies and, you know, rainbows and shit, like,
yeah, no, not at all.
What was like some things that you experienced that you can say, you know what, I can see them coming up now?
I mean, well, not things that I really experienced, but, you know, I mean, I have people that are close to me, like, you know, family, you know, I have family stuff that, you know, I go through. I feel like that's probably like, you know, and one thing I'm big on too before I say this is like, it's always somebody, like another thing that like helps me like mentally is just, it's always somebody that's going through worse than you, bro. Straight up. It's always somebody that has worse, that's had worse. So, you know, I look at my situations and things that are the trials and tribulations that I've went through, like, it's not as bad as some people that I've met in my life. Like, It's really not that bad. But, you know, people close to me, like, you know, I have some family things I deal with. I want to say that's probably like the number one thing that, like, I care about the most. Like, it'd be like family, like anything that has to do with my family. Like, but yeah, like, no, you know, certain things, you know, that, you know, my siblings might go through, like that type of stuff, you know, it could take a toll on how I think about things or how I handle situations.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And bro, I one of the best podcasts I've seen is with Antonio Brown and the Nelk Boys, simply because he's been preaching kumbaya. Like, you gotta sit around people you trust and just talk about life. Like, as corny as people may think, as whatever, bro, you have to. Yeah, you have to, simply because, let's say we're talking about something, right? And there's 3 people here. That you know, homeboy could have brought something up that I've never gone through. But 2 years down the line, I could be like, damn, I remember my boy was in that position. Yeah. And this what happened with him. Let me try something else out.
Oh, it's real for sure. Man, I done went through, so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like football definitely forced you to grow up really fast. Like, I was living on my own when I was like, I think like I was 18 or 19 in college, like, just had my own place. Yeah. Like, so, you know, and then I moved all the way across the country, and I'm paying taxes. I'm over here working on car notes, you know what I'm saying, having to handle stuff on my own. Right. So I done been through some things, you know. Yeah. Like, my mom, like, she didn't tell me things, you know. Sometimes you're not always trying to hear your mom talk. You're like, man, whatever. Like, all right. Always trying to lecture. You go through some shit, and you like, I need her real quick, because she just told me, like, she went through this, and what happened, what she did. Yeah. So yeah, bro, you definitely, that shit is real. No, like, for real. Thinking about, like, you just think, baby, like, damn, somebody was just going through that shit that I just talked to. Yeah. No, that's real stuff. And you know, have you ever heard of the quote of, like, a wise man learns from their mistakes, but an even wiser man learns from someone else's mistakes, right? Simply because it's like you said, man, moms went through this for a reason. Now she can talk to me about it. I ain't got to go through it. That's a good quote before, like, you move off on that. Like, when you said a wiser man learns from other people's mistakes, that is another reason why, like, you know, like, the bad influence the bad influences that are out there, I learned from those things. So, you looked at it like that. You looked at it as like, this is what it's going to lead into. Let me step away from that. I don't got to go through that. Like, one thing about me too, bro, like, my circle is, like, really small. Like, okay. Like, I don't fuck with many people. Right. So that shit helps me a little bit too. But don't get to like, I'm not closed off to the world. Like, I'm not a robot, but, like, bro, like, a lot of nonsense and stuff, bro, I just, you know, I don't got time for it. I don't got energy for it. Yeah. Like I said, like, bro, I'm just always trying to be happy, bro. Like, yeah. Let me ask you that. How important is your happiness to you? Bro, that's the most, like, one of the most important things. Bro, if you're not happy, like, the reason, I have never been asked that question. That's a good question. I want to say, like, the reason why, bro, is that shit is, it's like a trickle down effect, bro. Like, it's just it's the energy that you have in your body. Like, if you're not happy, you know what I'm saying, you might go, like, you know what I'm saying, I interact with a lot of people every day. Right. If I'm not happy, somebody will ask me what's wrong. I tell them what's wrong. That shit might change them. Like, somebody tell you some deep shit. Yeah. Like, you're like, damn. That's real. You feel it. Like, you can literally feel it in your body. Yeah. Unless you a person that's cold and just, I don't give a fuck. But, like, I don't know too many people like that. But, like, You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, it rubs off on other people too.
Energy,
it ain't just about yourself. Like,
Mm.
and then if you want to talk about yourself, like, bro, your mind just is different, bro. When you're trying to when you're being positive and just happy all the time, bro. Like, you walk different, you talk different. You know what I'm saying? Shit is real. Like, it's real.
No, real stuff, bro. And it's like I said, I think it's just an energy, right?
Your mind, you think different about shit too. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, that shit is crazy. Cause I was in a really bad place my senior year in college, bro.
Okay.
And it's all because of what I went through. I was in a horrible mindset. Like, I was thinking horrible things. Like just thinking about like just fucked up stuff. Like I almost turned. I feel like I almost turned into a bad teammate, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, like, I did at a point in time, because like what had happened. Like, I turned to a bad teammate, and like that's probably like I realized that about myself, bro. That was like one of the worst times. Like, and I'm not a bad person. Like, and yeah, that shit.
Okay, let me ask you this, bro. How did you not let that define you?
What I went
because it felt like it was. It seems like it was pretty heavy what you went through, right?
Bro, it was that shit. Ultimately, it was heavy because it led to me being not drafted, bro. And the road is harder for an undrafted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what made it not define me, bro, is because like just the confidence in myself, bro. Like I know how good I am. Like, and then shit, God, bro, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, I always told my mom, like, when I declared for the draft, I could have came back for another year of school, and I wanted to transfer. I was going to try to transfer to Cal.
Okay.
But she told me, like, are you sure of this? Are you sure of that? Are you sure of this? Are you sure of that? My older brother, are you sure? Like, are you sure? Family,
making
telling
sure
my mom stuff. My mom telling me family. And that's the part. I was like, Mom, I don't care what, you know, my other family has to say. Like, you know, I'm listening to you, my brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just would tell her straight up, like, I got angels. Like everything is gonna fall into place the way it's gonna fall into place, bro. As long as you just control what you can control, and bro, just be a good person, bro. Like, shit, something gonna work out, something gonna shake.
Yeah.
Even if it ain't football, bro, something is gonna shake.
No, real shit.
Like, some.
Yeah, real shit. Simply because, like, especially in the world we live in today, like, bro, you never know who can watch this right here and be like, man, my guys there might have some talent to host, you know, this certain show, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like you said, man, like, as long as you keep that good character on you, I don't see how you can lose in this life.
Good character goes a long way, bro.
Right, and I'm going to say that because I, bro, I'm telling you, the reason why I'm so hard on myself is because I know what. If I don't do that, what it can look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm just like scratching my ass all day, like that's my biggest fear, bro. My biggest fear is losing my ambition, you know, because I feel like through my ambition, I've been able to create beautiful things, whether that's like memories, whether that's meeting certain people, whether that's like giving out certain knowledge. But yeah, man, just, you know, just to kind of cut it off, but just to end it off, bro. Everyone should fucking follow their passion, man. Because at what age did you know? Not did you want, but you were like, you know what? I might have what it takes to go to the NFL. Was that high school?
Man, hell no.
No? Okay.
If I'm being real, I wanted it in high school.
Okay.
I wanted it bad. I want to say it was after my sophomore year of college.
Okay.
You know, I had a coach at the time. After that sophomore year, he ended up going off to go coach another school.
Okay.
And like, that's when I got hurt that year, so I only played a little bit of the season. But like, what I did while I was like, the amount of games I missed and what I did when I came back, bro, like, it was pretty good. And then, you know, my coach, like, he called me and was like, yo, like, you have some stuff, what it takes to get to the next level.
Wow. And
then that's when I was like, shit. And
yeah, so it was that call. Once he called you, you're like, okay, hold on, you might be right.
Sometimes it ain't always like, and it's not always like, you know, some people be like, you got to want it for yours. Like, you got to tell yourself that. Like, it ain't always, like, just you. Sometimes, like, another person telling you, like, bro, that shit helps, because then you start thinking, like, damn, like, okay, I was thinking it before, but now that somebody else didn't recognize that, like, it's going to happen. Like,
right.
So I want to say, like, in college, bro, that's when that shit really hit.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's talk about that, bro, because yeah, you don't need someone to tell you, you know, good job. But I like you said, I feel like when you're in the grind, your standards are so high and your vision is set somewhere else, that I think if someone tells you a genuine good job, a genuine like, bro, you made it thus far, I think that might be able to ground you a little bit and be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I have made it this far, you know? And because, bro, I'm telling you, like, when you have an endeavor and you're really, like, pushing hard, I've heard it too many times, bro. I've heard it on podcasts, you know, millionaires, people who own companies kill themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, people who are, you know, have it all on the outside are suicidal. And to me, bro, I look at that, I'm like, bro, that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
Why? Because people, first of all, are chasing all that, thinking that that's going to give them the happiness. And two, it's like, damn, even when you get there, there's still a possibility that things might not go your way. You know, so I think that's important, bro. It's just important to stay grounded for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. Anything else you want to say before we dip off? I'm grateful as fuck, bro. Like, I know the production wasn't as good, bro. Like, I'm super sorry, bro.
Nah, it's straight, man. I appreciate it.
But I'm glad you're here. I really am. Simply because, like I said, you dropped a lot of nuggets, and this, you never know, bro. This might be the first of many things that you got going on as far as like media, as far as production goes. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to say before you?
We hit everything you want to.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it was just like Zach Wilson. Okay, who's your favorite corner in the league? Who do you model your game after? So
I wouldn't say like not now, like modeling my game after, but like I definitely watch corners. Like you know, like Jair Alexander.
Yeah, he a dog. Packers, right?
Yeah. I usually try to watch corners that are like my body type.
Right.
So like a Darius Slay. You know, damn, who was I about to say? Denzel Ward. I mean, I'm a little bit bigger, like taller, but you know, they're like some of those corners. They're not the 6'1", 6'2" corners.
Right.
So like those are like guys like, shit, man. There's a lot, bro. Like
Tre'Davious White. You've seen some of his,
man, bro.
Yeah. He had that, bro.
He didn't get hurt, bro. The year before this past year, bro.
Man.
Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah. Yeah, they would have gone crazy for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when you look at these players, what do you usually look at? Do you look at who they are? Do you look at their film only?
The film, really.
Okay.
Man, I would love to meet these dudes. Like, this is the one, you know, you cross paths with a lot of dudes. Like, being in the NFL, bro, like, hanging out with dudes, you going to cross paths with some of these dudes. Like, one of these days, I mean, I play the Bills twice a year. So, like, one of these days, I'm going to meet Tre'Davious White. I can meet him after a game. Like, so, like, but, like, mostly the film, I look at, like, you know, like, their footwork, you know, shit like that. Like, simple stuff.
No, yeah, for sure. And I think, you know, because
being able to sit down and pick a dude's mind, that's really what you want, bro. Like, that's important. That's important. I mean, you could really sit down and ask a great person, like a great player, some pointers, bro. Like, just see what they think about all the time.
Has there been a player like that for you right now?
Bro, I haven't had a deep conversation with. I mean, I've talked to like one of the vets on my team. His name's Justin Hardy, and he was undrafted. He's like one of the best special teams players in the league. Like, he's nice, and you know he's undrafted. So you know, I was just able to talk to him, pick his brain. There's still some things that I want to talk about, but you know, that's like my shy side kicking in. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do too much and like ask too much, but I don't know. That's a part of me that I got to change. I want to ask them type of questions. Like I need to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit's important. Like, bro, he does a lot of shit like besides football, bro. Like he's an owner of like I think like 2 Papa John's, bro. Like, like, and I still have not. I've known this man for a whole year now and saw him and still have not asked him how. I'm gonna ask him, bro.
You should.
When I see him, really are.
I gotta you have to, bro. You have to.
There, because the opportunities for me to do that in Antioch, bro, like they're there.
Yes.
I just haven't done it yet.
Right. And I think, bro, it's just like that knowledge, and that's what I was gonna tell you. It's like, was there something that you realized? Was there a moment of you getting in the NFL, meaning realizing like, damn, like that guy, he actually owns multiple properties. Damn, that guy, he's been in the league for a minute, so he has all this knowledge, right? So you're able to be, you know, open to these resources, right? Is there any resources you pulled this far?
I mean, like, you know, our team, they have like financial meetings and stuff like that. I mean, and then just the vets, bro. Like, it's different talking to financial people than you're talking to players that are just like you.
They're actually doing
that are doing the same thing you're doing. Right. And they went through the rookie. They were a rookie just like you once, and now they're owning these properties or owning these, you know, owning different things. So I talk to the vets, bro. That's,
because it's bigger than football. It really is. At the end of the day, it's like
you want to create generational wealth, bro. You like, I mean, you want to get money. Like my biggest thing, like, so like, you know, I want to keep going. I don't just want to make my football money. Like I want to figure a way to get some money out of other things. You know what I'm saying? That way, you know, the biggest thing to me is just taking care of my family. Like, so I want to be able to do that. If I do that, bro, like shit, ain't nothing I wouldn't be unhappy about much. Like,
No, yeah, and that second contract is coming. When do you usually get that second contract?
I signed a 3-year deal. Okay, but it's different for everybody.
Right.
It's different for everybody. But
yeah, especially the way the NFL is now with like players wanting more guaranteed money and
and then I'm on my rookie deal still, so it's a lot of different things. Like, you know, but if you ball out, like you can always, like, people get signed before their contract. It's like, you know, but you gotta be like a special dude for that. But it's coming though.
Yeah, it's coming. It really is coming, and you never know, bro. You never know. It might be on the Jets. It might be on someone else that sees that value.
There's 32 other teams.
Right, exactly. And I've heard players say, like, during OTAs, during training camp, you're not only just trying out for that team.
Yeah, nah, at all.
You're competing for 32 teams.
Happen. Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
never know.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything else that you want to? We pretty much covered everything. We done like about an hour, bro. Like I said, I apologize about the production. It wasn't like flawless.
Oh, no, it's all good, bro.
But hopefully we can do this again, bro. Like whenever you're down here, we could probably do it with more people. You know, you can co-host. I'm trying to get a couple other people on, so maybe you can co-host it with me. Sure. Yeah, man, you're a sharp guy, bro. Like I could see why you are where you're at, man. Seriously, because I think with your mindset, bro, it doesn't matter where you end up in life. It's just hard to think that you're gonna lose like that. You know what I'm saying?
Something's gonna shake.
Something's gonna shake. That's what I'm saying. With that work ethic, with that positive mindset, bro, you keep that going. It's gonna take you to where you want to be. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you. That's bro, for real. Sure. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's keep grinding, bro. Let's keep. Bro, bringing these fucking messages to life. What we were talking about, man, like, let's actually do something about it. Let's not just talk about it, right? Like, if you're listening to this, do something about your life and really make your dreams happen, bro, for real. But yeah, bro, Neighborhood Heroes, man, I appreciate y'all.